Before any sailing charter, we always make sure to research the trip thoroughly, and that includes keeping a close eye on the weather. While we can't control what Mother Nature throws our way, we can always adapt and adjust our plans to work with the conditions, ensuring the safety of our crew both at sea and while on anchor. And looking at the forecast leading up to our most recent trip in the British Virgin Islands, the weather, well, it was not looking promising. Take a look.
So I think the Caribbean Sea is in a very favorable position right now as we go into early November.
You can see the American model, which is the GFS, has this area developing into a hurricane. It's been very consistent in that.
St. Thomas, St. John, Yost Van Dyke, Road Town, Tortola, again, pockets of heavy rain just situated off of your northern coastline.
Rain building from Jamaica back through Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, and it's going to build for the next few days.
And so we are expecting that some sort of tropical cyclone will likely develop.
Now, most of you that travel to tropical destinations may already know that it is typical for rain showers to come and go throughout the day, but your normal rain showers and a low-level hurricane are two completely different things. The later in hurricane season it is, the harder it is to predict the direction of these major systems, and here's why.
But here are those fronts right here. So if we get a tropical storm or a hurricane near Jamaica, Cuba, or Haiti, Dominican Republic, then it's a matter of watching to see where these fronts are. It makes a big difference. Now, if we get a front moving in quickly, it could shoot something right off to the northeast. If the front hangs back to the west, this area may start to work a little bit more back to the northwest, and then the front could come in and then kind of shoot it back to the northeast. This is not what we get in the middle of summer. Summertime, it's super easy to kind of track where these things will go. This time, it's a lot more difficult because of these fronts. It's a matter of timing them out. And systems this time of year could actually zigzag. They could go one way, get caught up into a front, the front moves away, they can move back, then another front comes in, and then they take another track back toward the northeast.
So with the weather being a huge question mark, here are two things that we did to make our trip work. So first, we communicated with our crew several times before we all left and basically gave them the most up-to-date weather reports that we were receiving, as well as additional information on items to pack, like a rain jacket, maybe some extra card games in case we were on the boat for long periods of time, as well as maybe lowering their expectations just a little bit in case things didn't work out. But our crew was great. They had great attitudes. They rolled with the punches, and they were up for an adventure with us. So number two was just to have a more flexible itinerary. And while everybody says with sailing, don't have an itinerary, be flexible, we personally have always had a hard itinerary because we have it jam-packed, wanting to see everything, do everything, show everybody the beautiful islands. So we knew going into this trip it was going to be different for us, and that we needed to be more flexible, just being able to get up in the morning, look at the weather forecast, and make some final decisions. Just that day-to-day activities and being able to switch things up at a moment's notice.
Rain or shine, it's time to head to the British Virgin Islands. Here is a little bit about our travel day.
It is 3:16 in the morning. We're trying to wake up. Made it to the airport bright and early. Starbucks isn't even open yet. But yeah, long day of travel, 3 flights. We're off on our first one.
On this trip to the British Virgin Islands, we have 2 short layovers, one in Dallas and one in Miami.
Flow into the red tube.
Thankfully, we've got the middle seat open. Here we are about to land in St. Thomas, where we will overnight and take the ferry over to the British side. Celebratory beers to finish off our travel day. When we arrived in St. Thomas, we grabbed a taxi and headed to our hotel in Frenchtown. It was cloudy with a little rain, but the forecast was still looking wet over the next few days, with rain projections being upwards 8 to 10 inches. After a long travel day, we decided to grab dinner and a few cocktails close to our hotel and soak in the amazing views overlooking Charlotte Amalie. next morning, we had a short but wet walk from our hotel to the ferry dock. It had rained almost the whole night and was looking like the day would be a complete washout. When the ferry arrived, it seemed to have brought the wind and the heavier rain with it. This is Hank and Lucy, two of our crew members you'll get to know in future videos. The seas were quite rough, which made for a bumpy ferry ride to Tortola.
Ride off the ferry this morning. Holy cow.
We safely arrived on Tortola, and once we cleared customs, we were picked up from the ferry terminal in our rental we got from Jerry's Rentals. We had a few extra days on Tortola and rented a car to be able to explore the island. With the incoming weather, we were so glad we did. We headed for the northwest side of Tortola. We even stopped off at Nanny Key to check out the Navigar charter base, then headed to our hotel, Sebastian's on the Beach. This ended up being a perfect spot because they had a restaurant and bar on site where we could enjoy some cocktails and enjoy some amazing views, all while staying dry. The rain was steady, but not enough to keep us inside, so we decided to get out and explore one of our favorite areas of Tortola, Cane Garden Bay, which was right down the road.
We are at Cane Garden Bay. We came down here for lunch. It's nice, cloudy, gloomy, rainy, but we'll show you around.
We ventured over to the Colwood Distillery and got a tour from Pope. He showed us the equipment they use and the process of how they make their rum. And then after the tour, we were even able to sample some of their finished product.
Right here, so they have a different types of rum. So what you're like, don't get drunk too much.
All right, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we are at an overlook point over at Cane Garden Bay, one of our favorite anchorages. We are in a rental car, so we're able to kind of take advantage of being on land for a couple days, but the view is spectacular. I know the weather kind of sucks right now. It's overcast and rainy, but still, this is an amazing view. So I'll step away, show you guys the view. It is one of our favorite anchorages. There's nothing like being on the boat and looking up at the hills and seeing all the lights from all the houses and stuff, but truly a great anchorage. Highly recommend Cane Garden Bay. So let me show you kind of what it looks like.
The following morning, we had one more full day on land before we started our charter. Over breakfast, we were pleasantly surprised that the weather was sunny and the weather forecast was taking a positive turn. It looked like we might have at least a good portion of the day to be clear, and the rain chances throughout the week looked to be declining. While the sun was out, we jumped in the rental car and headed to one of our favorite spots on Tortola.
Hey everybody, we are on Tortola. We're on the northwest side of Tortola at Nigel's Boom Boom Beach Bar. I'm here at Smuggler's Cove. This is one of our favorite places. We came here on our very first trip to the BVI and definitely wanted to make another trip back over here because it's just a beautiful beach. Nigel's amazing. He's really fun to hang out with, good drinks. So we brought our friends here today to have a nice little beach day. And thankfully, the weather has cooperated.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. So sun's out, water looks gorgeous. So we're excited. Hopefully this continues throughout our trip, but we'll see.
It's a brand new day. Wake up every morning and say, it's a brand new day. Take a good day, make it great, okay? Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade. Yeah, chase those clouds away. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Okay. My whole life got them hand-me-downs, but what that meant was I had my family round. And sometimes I can't help but frown. Then I remember what I meant for. It's so simple, I just say, gotta just celebrate.
We enjoyed a nice beach day, but mid-afternoon, storms began rolling in. So we worked our way back to the hotel. But we didn't let that dampen our spirits.
It's a brand new day. Wake up every morning and say, it's a brand new day. Take a good day, make it great, okay? Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade. Yeah, chase those clouds away. It's a brand new day.
So we made it back to the hotel that night, and later it was a complete downpour. We ended up going to bed early to get some rest because we knew we had a long week ahead of us. During that time, we were able to look more into the weather forecast, and ironically, the system moving in, it was actually falling apart. So that was great news for our crew as they were all arriving the next day to head out on charter. The following day, the rest of our crew arrived on Tortola safely. We were able to get all of our provisioning done and settled into the boat, all while staying dry. We went into Nanny Key that night and had dinner as a group before beginning our charter the next morning. So be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you can see how the weather cooperated the rest of the week of our charter. And we're going to be putting out more videos regarding our full itinerary, our day-to-day activities, and all of our top recommendations for hotels, restaurants, beaches, and bars in the British Virgin Islands.